If you have experienced ongoing distress connected to past events, whether that shows up as emotional triggers, disrupted sleep, anxiety, intrusive memories, or difficulties in relationships, you are not alone. Hi, my name is Tina Gao, and I am a therapist at Letare Health. I like to share about a therapeutic intervention that helps many people move from feeling stuck in the past toward feeling more calm, peaceful, and grounded. What am I referring to? EMDR, eye movement desensitization and reprocessing. EMDR is designed to help people recover from trauma and PTSD. How is EMDR different from other therapies? EMDR is specifically designed to help your brain process and resolve maladaptive traumatic memories rather than keeping them trapped in the nervous system. The goal of EMDR therapy isn't to argue with your thoughts or constantly analyze the emotion. It is to help your brain resume its natural healing process. While the brain normally processes stressful experiences over time, trauma can sometimes cause that process to get stalled. When that happens, the distress remains locked in by survival instincts, your brain's fight, flight, or freeze response. That's why some people feel overwhelmed, reactive, or as if they're still frozen in time instead of healing. EMDR helps to jumpstart the brain's processing so those memories can be digested in a healthier way. Many people seek EMDR when they feel stuck after something difficult, especially when memories or emotional reactions continue interfering with daily life. When I first began incorporating EMDR in my therapy sessions, I was truly amazed by how quickly clients could move from intense distress towards something like safety, relief, and peace. For many, it became a turning point, not just coping better, but actually feeling more free. You might be thinking, but I don't have that huge, horrific trauma. Would EMDR still apply to me? The answer is yes. EMDR isn't just for big trauma like accident, violence, or severe assault. Trauma can be experiences that look not traumatic on the outside. For example, imagine a child in middle school reading a book report in class and everyone laughs at him because of his acne. That is trauma. While it's small t trauma experience, that can be humiliating enough to leave lasting emotional scars. Our brain have a natural way to recover from many difficult events, but sometimes stressful experiences don't get processed fully on their own. When that happens, the fight, flight, or freeze response remains active. You may not be in danger anymore, but internally, the nervous system can continue to react as if you do. So instead of simply remember and move on, you feel overwhelmed. You feel like you are re experiencing the stressful memory over and over again. Let me share a simple example. Imagine you are hiking and you encounter a bear. Your body automatically responds fast heart, alert senses, survival mode. If you get to safety, your body can eventually calm down. But if that memory remains unprocessed, then later, when you hear rustling in trees, you might feel fear again, even though no bear is present. Your mind may convince you that you are reliving the danger. That's where EMDR can help. It allows the brain to process the memory so normal healing can resume. So the experience remains in your mind as history, but the nervous system threat response become resolved. And it's so important to address something many people mistakenly believe. Trauma is not a psychological weakness. It's not a character flaw. It's a biological and neurological response to events that created more stress than the brain could process at the time. It's simply a situation where information got stuck in the nervous system instead of being processed, resolved, and overcome. If you broke your arm, you wouldn't be ashamed. You would focus on healing and recovery. In many ways, trauma works the same. Similarly, you are not at fault for having nervous system react. The brain is doing what it learned to do for survival. EMDR helps that system heal. So, what does treatment feel like for people? For many clients, EMDR is experienced as kinder, gentler trauma treatment because it doesn't require reopening old wounds in depth for treatment. The process is structured and supportive, and clients often describe feeling lighter as if a weight has been lifted. Clients often tell me that memories which once caused distress have faded and no longer trigger the same intense emotional pain. Their lives become more enjoyable again. Hearing the clients share their joy remind me why I love this work. Thank you for listening. If you have been living with persistent distress connected to past experiences, help is available and recovery is possible. We look forward to supporting you at Letary Health.